Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakwadash, the brothers to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. It's your brother High in the Posh coming at you with another lesson. And this lesson is going to be entitled Celebrities and Entertainers Will Be Destitute Like Everyone Else. Okay? Celebrities and entertainers will be destitute like everyone else. Okay, these celebrities and these entertainers, they've sold out to Esau. They've pushed his agendas, and there's more agendas that he wants them to push. The main thing being the micro see him. Okay, but ultimately, what I'm saying, they're going to be left out to dry as well. The scriptures tell you. And I wanted to read the scriptures, but I was on the road and the spirit was burning in me to get this video done, so I had to get it done. Ultimately, the scriptures say that as is the servant, so is the master. As the woman, so her as is the maid servant, so is her mistress, so on and so forth. In other words, it doesn't matter what position you're in this society. Esau wants everyone to be at his mercy when it comes to this NWO. That's why these jobs are being replaced by AI. Okay? The head or tail. It says there's not going to be any jobs for the head or tail in Egypt. Hey, it doesn't matter what position you're in, right? Esau is a covenant breaker. That's why the scriptures say that, your covenant with death shall be disannulled. You made a covenant with Esau, and that's making a covenant with death. And you thought that, he was going to be loyal to you. Esau is loyal to no one but himself, but his own belly. That's the only one the Edomites are loyal to, especially these elites. Oh yeah, but what about this? Music is not going to be the same. They don't give a damn about none of that. All right, they'll use your likeness, and they could get AI. First of all, AI is getting better by the minute, and they can make AI sound like a real voice. They can start putting AI where it sounds like it has some type of soul to it. All right, at least enough to their liking. Because remember, this is the wicked. All right, they don't give a damn about you celebrities. You celebrities, when you're done being used for what you're used for, they're going to dispose of you. The scriptures speak about the rich man. He'll shame you by his meats, and then at the end he'll when he has wrung you dry, roughly paraphrasing. If someone could post that scripture, that would be good. He will laugh at you, man. All right, they're using you. They're using you, you entertainers, you celebrities, to further their agendas. Okay, but trust me, they don't have any natural affection towards you. All right, you're nothing more than a goy, a useless eater like everyone else in their eyes. When have you seen Jacob Rothschild or any of the Evelyn Rothschild, any of these Rothschilds, David Rockefeller even? When have you seen them at a basketball game, man? When have you seen them at a football game? Right? They don't give a damn about that stuff. All right? They're not. Hey, if you're really a fan of basketball or sport, wouldn't you be at a game? Wouldn't you go to a game? Get the floor seats from time to time? Nah, man. They don't care about that, man. All right? So when the time comes for them to pull the plug, which is very shortly, you entertainers are going to be wiped away with that. I know there was a while ago, I remember, I don't know, years ago, there was a brother, I believe, that had a dream of Drake being homeless or in the food line or whatever the case may be. He was destitute. That's a guy who's blessed in this world. He has all the fame, the fortune, all the women that you could imagine. He's blessed in this world. But the times to come, none of that is going to matter. Your money is not going to be worth anything, right? That money that you trust in, that's not going to be worth anything, man. It says that they will throw their what you would call it, their silver in the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? It says that they will throw their silver in the streets. It's not going to be worth a thing in that time. What is going to be worth something in that time is righteousness and fear of the Most High, because that's going to deliver from death. That's going to deliver from death. All right? See, that's when we're going to find out who the true high value men are. All right? The true high value men. The men of the Lord. Because they'll be the only men with that protection and that comfort and that the riches of wisdom and knowledge that's going to shine forth, especially in that time. See what I'm saying? And guess what? Women know how to see who's really confident and who's not. So in that time, they're gonna see those men that they looked up to, the King 6'8", these guys. They're in great fear. You understand? And they're not gonna want to be around them, because it's gonna be like being around themselves. See? But the men of the Lord, they're gonna be moving with a different spirit. All right? Okay? And they showed you a lot of things in that the new Black Mirror, the new season. And the old seasons, they show you a lot of things actually as well. But all the seasons of Black Mirror, that's a few. Hey, that's an illuministic show. The things they showed you in that Black Mirror was there was an episode where the woman, she was just living her life, and all of a sudden her life. Right, her name, it had her name, it had her likeness, but it had an actress playing her. Right, one of those actresses of today. It's a Latin trap actress. I forgot her name. But she was playing her, and yeah. So that everything that was happening within that day was going on in that Netflix series. And the Netflix series was made to make her look bad. So it was a good episode. But yeah. So they had the right to do that because they said that she signed some type of contract. When you go on when you download these different apps and you go on these different things, you have these different subscriptions. It requires you to sign things, and nobody reads all of that, right? And they know that nobody reads all that garbage that they're putting there. But basically, based upon her Netflix subscription, it said that they were allowed to use her likeness. They're going to use the likeness of people. They're going to take the likeness, clone the spirit, so to speak. I mean, like the person, when they take the likeness, they're gonna have them speak the way the person speaks, and so on and so forth. Okay, that's what they're getting ready to do, and they're gonna do that to you celebrities, man. And they may promise you something. They may say, "Oh, you know what? We're gonna take care of you. Just sign over your likeness to us, and don't worry, we're gonna give you, a certain amount of pay and blah 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 blah." And then once you sign your likeness, because in the movie, in the show, that woman that was playing her, the actress, it wasn't even really her that was playing her. It was just her likeness they were using to play her. Right? In other words, it was AI. Okay? It was AI. You see? So Esau Edom, man, he's telling you what he's getting ready to do. All right? And you celebrities are not exempt. You athletes are not exempt. Listen, Esau doesn't give a damn about basketball, man. He doesn't care about watching the football game. Oh, it's not going to be the same. Esau doesn't care. Okay? Eventually, he don't give a damn. All right? It says everyone, you know? is gonna have to take that mark, right? And Esau doesn't care about people. He doesn't care about people, man. He doesn't care. Oh, well, they have a family. They don't. He doesn't care about that. Oh, well, people like this and that. They don't care when they got you, when they got the population chip. They don't have to care about anything. That's when they really don't have to care because they're gonna make unlimited money. They're gonna have unlimited money. They're gonna have unlimited access, and you people are gonna have nothing but restrictions. Basically, they'll be living like gods on the earth, right? But the Lord is gonna come and stop them in their tracks. All right, trust me. Once they in their mind, once they get that going, they're not gonna care about not a thing. They're not gonna give. They're not gonna care what people's opinions about protests, about none of that. Because what can they do? What did Aaron Russo say? They'll just shut off your chip. That's it. They'll just shut off your chip. Simple as that, man. All right? Simple as that. So all you celebrities, if you're watching these channels, just know you're gonna be in the same position, man. You're gonna be in the same position as everyone else, man. In destitution, man. Looking and wondering how to get food, begging for a way, for salvation. Which is the salvation they're gonna give you is that microchip, man. Okay, that's the salvation they're gonna give the people. You know. So, Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect, and I'll give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachak Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to Akim out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Ate the water for posting the scripture on the comic board, brother. I appreciate it. Yep, that's it. That's the one I was looking for. Yep, will shame you by his meats. Yep, that's right. That's right. With that, I'll say shalom.